On my way from Da Nang down to Quy Nhon, I decided to take a detour. I wanted to drive the Ho Chi Minh Highway, and so I did that, and I ended up in a little city called Kon Tum. And it was a really adorable city. There was no tourists there, and it had some really cool old colonial architecture. It was really nice. I really enjoyed the whole time that I was there. And it had a nice little waterfall on the way in. So I'm here at the Kon Tum Cathedral in Kon Tum, and it's made entirely of wood, and it's absolutely beautiful. It was made in 1918, or completed in 1918. It's got all these flags all over it. It's a really cool cathedral. You see a lot of cathedrals in Vietnam, mainly because French Catholics brought Catholicism here, so there's actually quite a bit of Vietnamese Catholics. Not as many as there used to be before the Vietnam War. They didn't really do very well during that time, but there are still lots of churches, and I'm happy about that, because although I'm not a huge fan of religion personally, I love the architecture, and that is an awesome church. So that goes to show you that not all awesome old churches are in Europe, or even in like famous Catholic countries like South America or the Philippines. Sometimes you can find them in countries that are definitely not famous for being Catholic or being Christian. And that one right there, that's an awesome church. I love it. I am at the Bishop's house in Kon Tum, and I got greeted by two adorable little puppies. One there, and one right here. Hello, little guy. Hello, little guy. So cute. Such a cute little guy. Bishop's house has some awesome gardens all around it. If I was rich, these are the kinds of gardens I'd have. Grass everywhere. I think that's a dog made out of a bush. Big old tree. This is really beautiful. And then the coup de grace, or coup de grace if you will, the actual bishop's house. Very, 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 very good looking house. It has the same colors and the same like style as the cathedral that I just went to, which leads me to believe it was probably built around the same time by the same people. I don't know, I haven't checked the history, but I'm willing to bet that that's the case. It's beautiful though. I love these. I love buildings architecture that's made of wood and that's old. You know, these are at 100 years old, and that's awesome. I love it. It's a really cool little spot. And like this town, Kon Tum, is not a tourist destination at all. I'm here just because it was on the way to other things. But I'm glad I stopped here. It's a cool little town. It's got tons of character. I like it a lot. So I'm just hanging out at the homestay. It's called Vietnam Phuat Homestay, and it's awesome. The family is incredibly friendly. Their cooking is pretty good, and the actual homestay is just beautiful. It's this great garden. Everything's under shade. There's an adorable dog. It's just a really cool place. It's just a really cool place to just chill out. It's awesome. I haven't had a nice homestay in a while. I've been staying in hotels mainly, and a couple of hostels. And this place is just, it's idyllic. I love it. And they're just so friendly here. It's really a breath of fresh air. I was only going to spend one night here, but decided to take two because it's just so nice. It's one of those places that you get stuck, which happened to me in Mukang Chai as well. Because that family was unbelievably nice, and that homestay was just paradise. This one's very idyllic and very nice. So, it's I'm a fan. I'm happy.